June is Men's Health Awareness Month, and even though it ends today, there is still plenty of time for men of every age to make strides to improve their health. And our medical contributor, Dr. Ogechika Alozie with Sunset Health West, is here now with some tips. You know, we talk about this a lot, obesity being a major problem in America, and especially here in the borderland.
You know, I will say one thing, right? So I'm going to use myself as an example a lot today. I just turned 50 last week, and so obesity is huge. As a fat kid that loves cake, I've known all my life that being those extra pounds adds weight to your knees and your ankles. It forces you not to sleep as well. You get obstructive sleep apnea. So anything that you can do to reduce your weight is incredibly valuable to you.
Get a scale that measures your BMI every day. That's probably a good thing to do.
It's one of those things. BMI is I like it as a rough sort of guide, right? You really want to be between, let's say, 19 and 25. But once you get above a certain height, BMI is thrown off, right? But again, some people use, well, I'm tall or I'm big boned as an example for a big BMI. If your BMI is above 30, it doesn't matter how big boned you are, you're obese, and you need to find a way to sort of reduce a calorie. And even if it's 1 pound at a time, 2 pounds at a time, every month, every other, that will, in the long term, help your health.
And we talked to just a little while ago about prediabetes, blood pressure. Another sign of diabetes if it's over 135 over 80, I think?
Actually, a 135 over 90. And see, one of the things about that is I'm somebody that has had what's called FSGS. It's a renal condition since I've been in my 20s. So I've had to take medication for blood pressure for a very long time. The goal is don't get hypertensive. And there's a lot of things that drive into it. But if you do have high blood pressure, make sure that you're engaging with your physician to be on the right medications. If you take your medications properly, you can reduce your blood pressure and reduce the toll it takes not only on your heart, but on your kidneys.
All right, lack of sleep, I'm guilty of this. 6 hours a night maybe at best. Not exercising, also guilty. I don't get out there and walk in the neighborhood like I used to.
There are no wins on this one, right? And I'm not going to even pretend that I get enough sleep, right? If I get 4 to 5 hours a night, I just, call it a win and move on. But that's not the goal. And as we all get older, as I get older, I realize that that's not going to cut it anymore. You really want to be sleeping 7 to 8 hours a night. Hey, you know what's interesting? There's a lot of data that now shows that if you can get a nap in, even if it's a 30-minute nap, those power naps are really powerful in helping your health. And, it's this vicious cycle because you don't sleep because you're stressed. You're stressed, you drink alcohol. You're drinking alcohol, you're not exercising the way you should be. And all those things start to wrap around. It becomes a vicious cycle, but it only takes one break in that cycle. If you can stop one, you can hopefully stop the next few.
I don't think my boss would let me take a power nap at my desk. I don't think that's likely to happen. All right, and men need to get proper screenings for prostate cancer and other diseases.
Yep, so it's prostate, lung are the top two. And I think again, and colon, and again, we've talked about colon health. We don't talk about prostate health that often. I think it's one of those things that you just have the conversation with your physician once you get above 50, whether it's doing a PSA or whether it's actually doing a digital rectal exam, a host of things. Lung cancer, obviously, because of smoking and environmental toxins is critically important. But again, I feel like a broken record. I say this all the time. Our community, and we've talked about disparities in health access, our community has opportunities and options to engage, but you have to take that first step to make sure that you're trying to be the best you that you can be.
All right, regardless of age, what are some things men can do to improve their health?
Exercise. Exercise is huge. Whether you're 1 month old or 100 years old, any kind of exercise is huge. Eating right is also huge. Staying away from toxins like alcohol and cigarettes. Keep alcohol, red wine, there's controversy, but keep that to a minimum, right? And then getting those regular checkups. And sleep's critical, right? We underplay sleep. We're in a stressful environment. We're in a stressful country. But if you can get enough sleep, it actually will drive all the other things, because then you'll feel more energized. You'll be able to exercise. You'll feel more alert during the day. And hopefully you can get out there, enjoy the weather, or go to a gym, walk, exercise. We've got to stay healthy, right?
Exactly. Got to try and get out there and walk some more in the neighborhood.
Absolutely.
Dr. Ogechika Alozie, as always, thanks for your time.
Thank you, sir.